back from, I was going to say something back from the grave, but I didn't die. It's 2020 and I'm still here. Thanks for coming back. It's always good to see a familiar face. Now, we're still talking about food allergies and food sensitivities. Here's an interesting one. Risk factor. What if I leave food sensitivity untreated? Well, you can do that. You don't have to treat anything. It really depends on the quality of your life. So the question to you is, do you want to feel good? Do you want to feel okay? Or do you want to feel like crap? If you want to feel amazing, you need to get your gastrointestinal system up to a high level. Your GI tract needs to really shine and work optimally. It needs to be able to break food down. It needs to be able to break the right food down to give your cells, all those trillions of cells, the correct nutrition, to give you the quality of life you're looking for. If you've got a crappy digestive system, particularly if you react to food, you need to get it sorted, otherwise your quality won't be good. I'll put it to you this way. You've got a nice new motor car, okay, but why are you putting crappy fuel in there and it's running rough, and you keep saying to your partner, this car's a piece of crap, it's just never run right, it's never run right, but you've never used the right fuel in it. Maybe that's what your body's trying to say to you, okay? It's trying to scream at you saying, you can't put crappy fuel in here because I'm not going to run right for you. So if things don't feel right, you might need to look at what's going in here and change that, all right? Because that will make it easy for me then. I won't have to do my job and always try and get people to take things to mitigate because of these, on the diet. So the diet needs fixing up, basically, all right? So if you leave things untreated like this for many years, what you're going to eventually find is, as particularly, you won't notice it so much in your 20s or 30s. When you get to 60 like me, you'll start noticing the wheels are getting a bit wobbly, okay? The doors aren't quite closing properly. They need slamming harder, all right? The brakes don't work that well. All sorts of things won't work well. And if you want everything to function optimally, you've got to get food working well in your body, which means you've got to understand the concept of eating well, but also medications. Pharmaceutical medications can really mess up your gut. So if you are taking handfuls of meds, and many people my age are already on 3 or 4 drugs, go to your doctor and see if you really need this stuff. Because generally people take stuff they don't really need. I've seen this. They might have a bit of a problem with a relation, their blood pressure goes up temporarily, they're put on BP drugs for the rest of their life, they're not really, nothing really ever changes. It's the same scenario as what I said before about the stereo system. If we've got the guy playing loud music next door, why would I take his stereo off and never give it back to him? Because that's what going on pharmaceutical medications is like. The assumption's made that for the rest of your life, this is how it's going to be. So you don't need to stay on these pills if you don't want to be on them. Right? So if you don't treat things like that, fatigue will set in. You'll get tired because you'll develop deficiencies. Sounds like New York out there, doesn't it? But you'll also find things will happen as you age, all right? You'll start getting problems with joints, with muscles, your memory, your sleep. Your libido will have probably already long gone south. Now, when you go to the doctor, even at 60 like me, they'll say, well, you're getting old. What do you expect? These are consequences of getting old. I can tell you now at 60, nothing has to change from when you were 25, okay? The libido can be amazing. The energy can be amazing. The memory, the cognition, everything can be amazing. And the difference is allowing the food to do its job, to be broken down properly, accessed by the cells and excreted properly, giving you really good health. So that's what's stopping you from achieving that awesome feeling of well-being regardless of age. Even if you're eating good food, if it's not interfacing properly and being broken down, absorbed and excreted, it's a waste of good food. So if you have a reaction with food, you need to sort it sooner rather than later, because that will give you the remaining years you've got left, to live a really good quality lifestyle, regardless of your income, okay? I keep getting these stupid comments on YouTube saying that all of your stuff's all crap because only people with money can have it. But I tell you now, I work with patients in many countries of the world that just eat real basic stuff, some boiled cabbage and white rice and just basic foods, and they're in great health, all right? You don't need to be a zillionaire to have good health, but you need to have the right attitude, all right? Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.